Just announced it on my server.
I
We're
want myself.
live!
I want myself
Okay.
whole month.
Hi, gamers.
Hello.
Down
What
there,
are we
right?
feeling
Down
like?
there, right?
Welcome,
got the
Poggers,
notification.
to the Voice Poggers. My name is
Poggers!
Pug.
Okay, guys, my name is Maz from the Maz, and welcome to the Voice Chat Podcast Livestream.
Yeah!
That's Laddie. Hello.
Oh, I'm Laddie from Laddie.
I'm
Oh,
Rafael.
hi, Laddie! Oh, welcome to the live stream, Laddie. Crazy.
I'm crazy. Yeah, you're right. Murder.
Murder.
What? I just had a stroke right now. I just
Yeah.
wanna say welcome to the
Yeah?
Wow,
Welcome
congrats.
to the Woke Chat Podcast.
I'm looking at the chat.
I'm looking at the chat too.
There you go.
We're all looking at
The
the
chat.
chat? That's crazy.
Hey,
No way.
Rachel. Rachel's here. Hello.
Rach Brad.
Whoa.
Damn.
Rachel!
We
I love that
stand.
Rach Rap guy.
Okay.
Izzy. Hi,
Um,
Izzy.
Forgive me if I'm a little tired. I just returned from London, and I'm deathly.
Better be sorry.
I'm dead.
You definitely.
I'm
Just
dead.
like
Yeah.
you come back from London, it was shit.
Yeah.
Now you're like embracing all of that. You're taking that home with you.
Dude,
I understand.
London's
like
weather
it's a lot.
is so bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's so bad.
London weather?
Yeah. It is.
Is it like really hot?
No.
No.
Like,
The
no,
wind.
cold?
It's just
Cold.
rain.
It's the
It's
winter
wet.
time, Laddie, over there.
Oh.
Bad, like bad wet. Like it's not even like so hot that you're like, oh my god, I appreciate this rain. It's like wet.
Is
to
it
the point where you're
humid?
Like, can you stop?
Ah.
It's humid. It's also wet. It's also cold. It's somehow humid and cold.
Weird.
Crazy.
What are you doing? Like,
People-
go
That's
home.
weird.
The weather's drunk,
As I
bro.
got back, my
It
lips
is
started
absolutely.
chapping, my face started cracking, my fingers were dry. I was like, "What is happening?" I was like dry, like a little. You know what I mean? Like, I was just
Actually,
like,
I've had that recently. Like, I've had to buy moisturizer for my hands. I've never had to do that in my life. I was like, what is happening? Like, how?
thank you so much to Fresh Fruit, Tiger Blaze, and Snowy Paco. Wow, y'all really
Yeah, they all donated. They're
Wow,
really sexy
shoot,
boys.
donations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, money.
Yeah, guys.
No, like,
Food.
the
Thank you,
entire
Fresh Fruit.
reason I went to London was like, I wish I could have gone for longer so I could actually experience Europe, because that was the first time I'd ever stepped into Europe. But I just
What?
went, yeah, no, I've never been to that continent ever, and so that 30-hour trip was just for those 4 days that I stayed for VidCon.
Whoa.
Wow. No, I
Which
think we had
one's
a
longer?
we had like a brief conversation about this beforehand of like, because I think there were initial plans for you to like, if you wanted to go and like adventure about a little bit, but that's changed.
Yeah, I just wanted to get more time to animate, so I was just like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
still go, but I'll cut it short. And the thing is,
I don't blame you.
obviously, I was overly organized, so I booked everything like ages ago. So I ended up getting tickets really cheap, thankfully.
Yeah. Dude,
That's
Yeah.
good.
you know, Guy, he was there, and his plane ticket was super cheap as well.
Yeah, guy,
Oh, yeah?
guy who was there. Yeah, we had a good time. We had a guy old time.
Which flight is shorter, the one to Europe or the one to America? Because 30 hours is still a long time.
Good at Nissa. No, definitely London was longer. London was awful. But
Yeah?
the flight there,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
like the worst thing is like I obviously for those 4 days, the first day was what I was most looking forward to. It was essentially a free day where I just hung out with my friends and watched Hamilton. And then
Oh, yeah?
and then I didn't do that.
Then you didn't watch it.
Oh, I know.
I
Oh,
feel
gosh,
so
I'm
sad.
sorry.
Because I got
That's
food
hilarious.
poisoning from a veggie sausage I ate that breakfast that was
Of
complimentary.
all the things, like you'd think you get it from a meat sausage,
Yeah,
like
but-
from like salmonella or anything, like from a veggie sausage.
Veggies.
That's awful.
I guess because no one
I'm
ate it.
so sorry.
You know?
Probably
No
old.
one eats it, so no one knows.
On behalf of vegans, Amy apologizes.
I know. It's just like I'm
Aw.
so sorry. Like, but I mean, I guess had it been reheated for like 2 months on end or something.
I wish.
Eee.
Like, was it even a good veggie sausage? Because if
No,
it
it
wasn't,
wasn't even that good.
Oh, there we go.
Why'd you eat it?
Tragic.
Just
It was, no,
kidding.
it didn't like it was food, man. It was just like
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I ate food. What do you?
Sustenance.
The thing is, like, it's so annoying knowing all the symptoms and you're going through each one by one. I'm like, no, please, no, not today.
Oh,
Today is
Mm.
the worst moment of your
It's
life.
like-
I'm sad for you, cause
No.
like,
Dude, laddie, it was like not only did I spend like £250 on the ticket, which is 500 Australian dollars, which is like
a lot of money.
it's like just the sheer amount of money involved. I was like, you know what
Did,
I mean?
did James go to it in the end?
Oh yeah, James, of course he did. He was just like, yeah, it was awesome, and I was
Did
like,
he just go on his own?
no, he went with Sarah, so it was like,
Okay.
yeah, it was those two, and then I wanted to give them a ticket to Rebecca, yourself, or Saber, but all three of you were busy, so I was like, this ticket's gonna go to waste. No one's gonna be able
oh,
Did you give it to like a
No.
random fan or something, or just
that
threw it away?
sucks.
to. I just threw, because the thing is, so what happened was we went to the British Natural Museum, and in the museum, you know, it was awesome. Like I am a huge history buff.
Natural History Museum?
It was the one where it was
Natural History Museum.
Rosetta Stone. Was that the natural history?
Oh, that might have been the British Museum.
Yes, it was the British Museum. Sorry, we went to two museums. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And so the Rosetta Stone Museum, British Museum, awesome. It was like all these Egyptian history, all these like
Yeah, it
amazing
is pretty
statues.
cool.
I was like, oh, this is so dope. But then like throughout, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom because my stomach's not feeling all right. It's so funny.
Hang on a sec, guys.
Yeah.
You throw up.
Seriously, no, I haven't thrown up
Oh.
because I haven't thrown up in years. Okay, so initially my body was like, "Yo, grumble, grumble." I'm like, "Okay, I guess." Like, and I felt nauseous when I right after I ate the breakfast. 30 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, I feel nauseous," which is exactly food
Oh,
poisoning.
no.
So I was like, "Uh oh," and so I just thought it was a grumbly tummy. But then like third time I went to the bathroom, I was like, I've got food poisoning. There's toxins in my body.
Oh, you sweetheart.
I need to get it
my
out.
God, I'm so
And
sorry
as
you
soo-
went through that.
Look, as soon as I made the mental decision, I need to throw up to get the toxins out, my body's like, on a chief, and just started throwing up.
Finally,
Immediately.
Oh.
It was like, you
You
know, when
heard
you,
the man. Go, go, go.
have you guys ever played Mario Sunshine? Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had the water jet. the water.
How would you? Did you go flying up in the air?
Wait, was that coming out of your mouth? Or was
That was
that
out of,
coming out of your mouth or your
That's
butt?
epic.
both, Amy.
both.
Both. Okay.
Baby.
Both.
It was crazy.
Every orifice spewed pain.
Oh my god,
Honestly.
poor thing.
And so it's just like when that happened, I was like, okay, now I'm like drained. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
and I literally was like,
Like Mars, when I said goodbye to you, you like barely seemed like with the world.
yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah, because I was still recovering. But like the food poisoning
Yeah.
thing, I walked out and I sat on the ground. I was like, oh, I can't get up anymore. I need.
Do you know,
somebody to-
do you know where you got it from? Was it like from the plane or like?
No, definitely from the hotel's free food, like the free breakfast that they gave.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, like, once again, I know the medical aspect of it. So I was just like, I know I lost a lot of fluids. I need water. I lost a lot of electrolytes. I need
Well,
something
I
like
didn't even
Powerade.
eat the veggie sausage because it wasn't vegan. So.
Damn. Lucky. Because James is so sweet. He came back with Ribena because he didn't know where to get Powerade. So so I just drank Ribena.
Oh,
And that was great.
I mean, Ribena's pretty good.
Ribena was just yummy, but I don't think it has the electrolytes I needed. So I was just like,
No, it's
okay.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, that's yummy, but I'm still dying. So I went.
Oh,
They dropped me back. We went to a shopping mall in Stratford, which was midway, and I was like, I need to get some electronics for my booth. And then once I got that, I was just like, guys, I need to go home. I'm way too knackered. I can't stay. I can't go.
Knackered.
And so I went home. I laid down, and they got me Powerade. So I chugged the Powerade. I was like, okay, I've got enough fluids, enough electrolytes. I just need rest now. And I slept for like I tried to get a ticket replacement, but I was like passing out as I was doing it. I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? And so just immediately passed out.
oh.
13 hours later, I wake up. I'm like, okay, I'm fine now. And I literally was okay the next day. It was like perfect.
13 hours all you need.
Wow.
I don't know.
You lucky goose.
No, it's
That
not lucky. I
sucks.
missed Hamilton. That's like one day I was excited.
Let
about.
lucky goose that you
man,
recovered that quick. I never recover well from stomach stuff. So,
It's,
you know.
it's
Get
only
wrecked,
because
Mom.
I knew how to do it. Because obviously, I've all the advice I'd given to so many of my patients. I'm like,
Captain Doctor.
I know what to do, but I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too much of a
When
pain.
your body said, "Yo, he wants to vomit,"
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, the most like
Hi.
most most like really traumatizing moment was I vomited like 6-7 times in a succession in the bathroom, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And so I'm like drained out, whatever, and I drank Ribena, and after I drank Ribena, we were on the tube, which is like a subway to go home, and I felt
Yeah.
like that level of nauseous. I was like, oh, and you know when you're about to throw up, your saliva starts growing, like
Oh
getting,
my
Yeah.
gosh, yes. Like,
Yeah.
I know exactly what
I
you
had
mean.
that, and my stomach
Mhm.
was tumbly, and I was on the subway, and it was crowded. People were standing, and I was like,
Dude, just start
I
throwing up on the
remember
floor.
That's
People
such
will
a
run away.
bad
swallowing
time.
over and over and over, like, no, you won't come up. And I got to a point where it's just like, oh, I can't hold it, and I literally grabbed myself and I just pinched as hard as I could. I was like, you will not throw up, you weakling, you weakling.
And then you threw up
Oh.
immediately.
I threw up.
That
I
sucks.
I ate something dodgy, and like I knew it was a little bit funny when I ate it, but I carried on with my life normally anyway. And I went to have a shower because I was like, okay, I need to get ready for my day. And lucky I was in the shower because I projectile vomited everywhere. It was like,
That's awesome.
everywhere, like a laser beam across the wall.
I love that.
That's so bad.
I love that.
I've never projectile vomited.
Even
I'm only
dead, it's
like,
like, yo, Maz, you projectile vomit. Just admit it.
But it's like after like 2 minutes, I was fine. Like nothing.
Oh.
Then like it was just fine. It was just like all
Yeah.
that, and like nothing, like suddenly like I was okay. I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, that was an excessive response. Okay, thanks.
yeah. It takes me after I vomit. It takes me a couple hours, and then I feel okay. And I'm like, well, that was dumb.
Thanks,
Rachel's
body.
like, just swallow it. Honestly, I try to swallow. I hate throwing up. Breaking my like multi-year streak of not throwing up was annoying. I was like,
Man, must be nice.
yeah.
Vomit free.
It feels good to
Like,
have
if
a
you've got, like-
working immune system and a good body, laddie. I don't know how you feel
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Well, you know, I'm
Wow,
body just
doctor, you got like
garbage.
a record.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah.
Imagine
Uh-huh.
having free healthcare. I don't know. Feels good.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Oh my
wow.
god.
I literally
Imagine
can't.
not having to die every
I
time
just
you
see
die.
PJ get angrier and angrier at everything I was saying. She's like, all right, bro, you really out here?
Alright, bro, listen.
Let me clap them
pay
cheeks.
my hospital debts real quick.
Oh my god, I don't know
Also,
how you'd work with a
Ed
private
Love,
healthcare
See
system.
you in there in the chats. I see.
Hi guys. Hi chat.
Hi, chat.
Hi Dan.
If y'all have any other questions, just
chilling.
let us know, okay?
Yeah, I hope no one's eating because we're talking about throwing up, and it's the throw up podcast. So,
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
luckily
start
I
eating my
finished.
applesauce.
Amy.
oh, there goes Amy.
Uh-oh, Amy dropped
disconnected.
out.
Amy.
And that
Oh.
ruined all of the cameras that we had set up. Uh-oh.
No.
Hi,
Okay.
Oh
Amy.
no, SpaghettiOs.
I like how Maz's camera had his head and his knee separately.
Yeah.
I saw that.
It's
I was
just like
like, oh,
messes
no.
everything.
Yeah.
Dude, we got head
Dude,
cam
I'm like-
and knee cam, okay, guys? We
Wait,
got...
did I get disconnected?
Yeah, you
did.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Oh man. Like
That
I
was a
pressed
good
the button that I thought was like an expand, but it wasn't. It was like update Discord. I was like, oh heck. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing this right now.
Instead of you, we had your Maz's knee in your place. So it was a good.
Oh nice. I mean that's a pretty equal
Wait,
replacement.
is that a Spider-Man like,
honest.
onesie?
It's a dressing gown.
What?
A
Okay, wait a
snuggie?
minute.
It's so good.
Yo, those... Okay, hold
Dressing
on.
gown.
Hold on. I'm getting my dress.
Hold up. He can his
Are we?
dress. He can his
Is it
dress.
onesie time? Is
I don't
it-
have
Well, wait,
one,
guys.
sadly.
Mars has to one up me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have a
Dang.
unicorn
It's
one.
We
like
have to,
he's
like,
already a doctor.
Can't
He
be
needs to
cool
one-up
for
me
like
more.
5 seconds without
We-
being
Yeah,
one up.
right?
We
Maz
gotta-
is always out here stealing people's
Mm.
clout.
Gotta flex, you know.
I
Not-
swear, if you come out
Right.
here in an Aquaman bikini,
Yeah.
Are we really gonna listen to the man that steals tweets? I don't think so.
No.
Can you hear us now? Uh-oh.
Never. Oh, I hate Maz. I'm so glad he can't hear us. Oh, hi, Maz.
That's not even cool looking. Wait a minute.
Cool.
frick
That
is
doesn't have
that?
a name. Lame.
Listen,
Boring.
Lame.
Wow.
name on it, okay? So
Wow.
I'm
Hey,
Maz.
Gaga.
I have my name on a robe.
Now, in this episode of How to Evade Taxes, now.
Bye.
Listen.
I'm leaving the Voice Chat podcast.
Guys,
it's been
welcome
fun.
to the Voice Chat Podcast. It's Maz from the Amazon Only.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted something with
From the
Maz's
name
name
of our
on it, I
host.
could go to crowdmade.com/theamazing to get his.
That's my entire merchandise store. Hey, actually, speaking about merchandise.
Speaking about merchandise, buy my hat.
Uh-huh.
Look at how
Don't-
cute.
No,
Buy my
wrong
hat.
merch. Wrong merch.
No.
If you head on over to crowdmade.com/voice chat
Voice
podcast,
chat.
okay, you can get the first Voice Chat Podcast merchandise. And especially if you're a $20 patron, you'll get a discount code for it soon. So there you are.
Dude, it was
Dude,
designed by
it's a
me.
really
pretty
nice
sexy.
shirt. It's real pretty.
PJ has a free pass to end Maz at VidCon. He has free healthcare. No, don't kill me.
Whole wonderful thing. Go support
Where
these guys.
will
They're
American
awesome.
doctors save you now?
Ooh, Ryder. G'day, Ryder. Ryder's gonna be. Oh, actually, let's not spoil that. Let's not spoil it.
He's
Okay.
my daddy.
Ryder's
Sure.
gonna be a guy someday.
He's gonna. One day he will be a man.
I thought he was already a boy.
No.
Was he not?
No,
No.
apparently he was like a wooden puppet like Pinocchio, and now he is male.
Started
Yeah.
off as a non-gender specific.
Shush,
piece of
Ma. Maz.
wood. It was just a lump with nothing,
Listen.
no distinguishing features.
Amy, I wanted to ask you because obviously we didn't get time to debrief after VidCon, but how was it like being featured for the very first time?
Oh.
I got home and I literally like had a bath because I was like, Tom, I need to like chill from all this, and I just cried.
Oh,
No, Amy.
I
Don't
was just,
cry.
no, but like,
was I that ugly?
like-
Damn.
Dang it, Maz, do it
yeah,
again.
Maz, you was like it really hurt me.
Even with the laugh,
You can smell the vomit on your breath.
I had a
It's
sick bathroom.
weird.
No, but like, especially since you let me use your booth to meet some people, like, because I was like busy for 2 hours straight meeting people, and I mean, I know I took like more time than the average for the like average like signing thing, but it was nice to be able to spend time with people,
Yeah.
and it was really special. It was really something that I will remember for the rest of my life. And I got home and I was just like overwhelmed with like feelings of happiness and like being able to spend time with you guys, and like it was just so wonderful. I was sitting back being like, is this really my life? Like, this is really good right now.
It was. I don't know what I've been trying to pinpoint what exactly about this VidCon that made it stand out. Cause like if you would ask me to rank all of my favorite VidCons in a row, it'd probably be like VidCon Australia 2019, and then probably VidCon London. This is like second highest now.
Really?
Easily, yeah.
Okay.
And I've been
Is
thinking.
it
I think
because-
it's quite a nice atmosphere where it's not like so strict that like you'll get thrown out immediately, that you can actually interact with fans and stuff. Because I think you've experienced that. Like, people could come up to you and get you to sign things and talk to you and stuff, and it'd be fine. But I think like in LA, like, that is just like not an option. You've got to be either behind the scenes completely,
Yeah.
or you're not featured at all, and like you're whatever.
Are you guys talking about just strictly the VidCon days, or like the VidCon in total experience, like the off days as well?
I don't know. I think
don't
it's just
know.
like with being featured and stuff, like people coming up to you and like wanting autographs and stuff, or like not necessarily wanting autographs, but just like talking to you
Yeah,
and stuff like
hanging out.
that.
I think it's definitely to do with I'd say all of it, Rush, because it all blends in with VidCon US, the only negatives I can probably point out, like obviously one was I took too much responsibility and on my vacation. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like I was.
I was gonna say, like,
But
the
even
amount
minus
of times
that,
I was like, dude, you need help
Yeah.
because like this is a massive undertaking.
but even like without that though, I feel like what I disliked about VidCon US was that it didn't feel like the YouTube community was very open to chat or hang out at all, right? Whereas with VidCon
It did
London,
feel quite, yeah, it did feel quite clinical and like the feature creatives are completely separate from anybody else.
yeah,
No matter
they
like
weren't
what your status
very
was.
keen to have newcomers on. Whereas London and Australia, I got crazy experiences because they were just like, hey, whatever, who's this guy Mars? Come here, let's hang out. And I was like, hey,
Yeah.
here's my bathrobe, you know, like I was just and like people that like I had met, like I'm not sure if you guys remember, actually, I think Rush, Laddie, PJ, all three of you were there, but at the Crowdmate party, how all the animators were there, and then in one corner there was like Quackity, Actually, and like all of them, and then
we barely talked to them.
Yeah, at the very last second I was like, hey, what's up? How you going? And I made like whatever, and then they were at the house party at Seismic. Actually was there, Axel was there at VidCon London. I was carrying a shelf and I was like, and he's like, huh? And I was just like, what are you doing here? And he's like, what are you doing here? You're from Australia. I'm like, touche. You got a good, you have a good rebuttal. And so we hung out, and then he introduced me to his friends. We just chilled and had a good vibe. And I was like, man, this is dope. This is a cool sesh.
You think it was cooler because there was not many as people you know to hang out with? Like, you don't have to spread your time evenly with multiple people, and you just have like a set number of people that you semi know. Or...
No. I feel like with this VidCon, I had a different approach. There was a lot of people that I did know that I was just like, hey, I know a lot of you. If you manage to find me, we can hang out, but I'm not going to go out of my way to meet you. You know what I mean? Like, it was like it was a bit clinical in the fact that I was just like, hey, I'm here. This is my vacation. Like, I have stuff to do that will take priority, but I will not go out of my way to meet every single person. You know, it's just not possible for me to do that in 4 days, especially one because I was food poisoned. You just have to come to me, or else I won't. I also had a booth there, which was crazy. I was like organizing booth runners, setting up my merchandise, and making a profit.
Like sell out like all of your small size hoodies or something.
Yeah, I sold out a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like to bring a lot of merchandise so that I can take back home some and then, do some clever stuff with that. But I ended up selling out of that excess merchandise that I had ordered. I was like, what the heck?
Amazing,
Dude,
man.
that's
I'm so
awesome,
proud of
though.
you.
So that was dope.
Beating
A
up
lot
your
of people knew
fans.
me for the booth and not anything else. They were just like, yeah, you had a booth at VidCon. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, okay, thanks.
It'd be like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
let me tell you about the most intimidated I've been. Okay, so at the panel, they were just like, what's your next video going to be about? I was like, oh, do I lie here? Do I not? But I was like, okay, I won't lie. My next video is about how I graduated from med school. You know what I mean? Like, and so I got roasted for being like Dr. Mars and whatever. I was like, yeah, I want to be a surgeon one day, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of parents were like, thank you for being like the good one that parents can like, because like you have a role model. And I was like, thanks. And they're like, yeah, good, congrats on your medical. I'm like, whatever. And then this fan comes in. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? Haha. And she's like, yeah, my dad's a doctor. And I was like, oh shit. and then I look, and this guy's like 6'5" guy with like this thick German accent. He's like, yeah, I am a surgical professor, which is one of the top positions you can be. I'm like,
And he's like a big guy with little utensils doing
seriously,
brain surgery.
like
Oh my god.
I will cut you open, yeah. And I was like, oh god. And he's like, I used to animate when I was like in med school as well. I was like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, I grew up in Japan. I was like, me too. We have so much in common, but you're so high up, and I'm a baby junior doctor.
Could be you though.
You're the
Could
mini
be
version
you.
of him.
Yeah.
You're mini me of him.
I'm mini me.
See-
Yeah.
see,
I don't know.
You
My
remind me of
experience
me.
of that was that a parent came up to me in the lift with their kid, in the lift with their kid, and they were
Thanks,
like,
Rachel.
"Oh my god, it's so nice to hear from somebody that like went to university and did something like proper." And I was like thinking, my university was a waste of my money, like
I
because it was
feel
literally
that
all
pain.
3D stuff. And then in my final year, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this. I want to do 2D. And they were like, yeah, there's no money in that. I was like, well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. They're like, 2D's dead. I'm like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm a 2D like major, but like they make us take 3D classes anyway, and I
I
don't
know
like
how that
it.
feels.
I don't like it. It's okay.
It is
but-
with like knowing it, but like
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like, it's
know for a
valuable.
fact it's like where your passion is, it's like you will
Yeah.
make the other stuff work. You know?
Yeah. At least I could put it on my resume. I know how to use Maya, so I guess that's cool.
Fire is hardcore.
I feel like
Yeah.
Amy, you having the industry experience was super good because we had like you and Rebecca with the industry experience, James and I without it. I came from an external, like James grew up naturally. I came from an external and jumped on. It
Was a really good mix.
Yeah, it really was.
Because we had like you said, Rebecca from like a traditional animation course in America, me
Like
from
Ringlings,
an animation
yeah.
course here, which is less like we only do 3 years over here. I think it's 4 years in America that you have to do it for. You from medical degree, James from like personal experience of growing his comics. So it's a really good mix of people that kind of proves that it's kind of the passion and like the drive that really pushes it rather than like where your experience comes from. Like, because you can learn all of this online.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've just altered some of my audio settings because some people were having difficulty hearing me. So here we go. I
Oh.
changed some settings.
Yeah,
up.
can we repeat everything you said? This whole
No. It's fine. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize my audio was bad. Let me know if the audio is all good. Yeah.
I like that
Oh.
Maz said like someone couldn't hear me, as if like one person was to blame for that
Calling
happening.
you out. It's all your-
Someone.
Thanks, yeah, PJ.
What?
I
I'm an
see the
innocent
banana on your
bystander.
shirt. Okay, the banana really out here.
Banana.
Very suggestive,
It's a
PJ. That
banana.
banana.
Don't hate me for my
Beautiful.
bananas.
Yeah, your bananas. All right, there we are. Chocolatey smooth voice. I don't know if chocolate's smooth, Rachel.
People
Maz
were,
looks like the
saying,
scientist from
Maz
Get
Mewtwo
called out.
Strikes Back. Well, damn, V.
Wow, I have not even seen that. I've seen the first Pokemon movie.
Maz
you
is
see the
really
green
just
one?
chocolate rain guy.
Chocolate rain. No, I don't like.
Whoa.
I already told
Taste
that
I'll
story.
never
Sunday?
forget.
I already told that
Mega.
story. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh.
He's not
Oh,
a
it's
bad
okay.
boy. Why are you
PJ,
saying
do you
that?
not remember the incident in?
I remember. I just don't see it as a way to view him as like, oh, I don't like you.
Just a weird. I'm being vague because I don't want to expose him because we named him, but it was just a weird moment.
Sorry.
Oh wait.
No. It was just a weird moment of like I've never been policed like that ever. Especially because I've been policed appropriately. Like sometimes I've said something and they're like, hey, you shouldn't say that. I was like, okay, you're right. But this was the first time where it's like they policed me or something, which I thought they were wrong in, and I had you and other people there that were like, it's fine, whatever. This is
Oh,
It's
okay.
Mars. You can hate people. It's
I
okay.
didn't-
I hate.
I
Mars.
didn't.
It's
Okay. I didn't know it was him.
why are people digging on me? The comments are like, okay, Maz, you be extremely Australian. Maz, you're unpleasant. He turns away to breathe. Everyone picking on Maz. Whoa, why?
Yeah,
Whoa.
everyone pick on Mod. It's great. Just pick on Mod.
Don't do it, please.
Dang.
Please don't do it.
I'm encouraging it. It's
No,
great.
I have you all seen a series called Epithet Erased?
Yeah, I've seen like the
Yeah.
first 5 episodes of it.
How
Who's
do you
the
like it,
anime?
Maddie?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's cool that like Jello Apocalypse got his own. He did it. I can't say that I'd ever done anything like that. So, but
Oh,
I'm
that
not like
show.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it. It's not like oh, I'm gonna keep up with it.
Yeah.
I thought it's interesting. I didn't expect it to be like not animated, but like I get it, but I don't know.
I like the intro.
The intro is fine. I feel like
I watched the video that
don't
Daphne
like
made on it.
I don't like it.
Yeah?
I tried. So Epithet Erased, for people who don't know, is it's a series that Jello Apocalypse made in the vein of a cartoon show, similar to Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Wait, is that the thing that you posted about, like, Daft Pina reviewing?
yes, he reviewed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I cannot get into it. I really can't.
I try. I have a rule where I give everything 5 episodes, before I like judge it. But I couldn't. And after the fifth one, I was like, yeah, well,
From
was-
what I've
I
seen
finished
so
all of it.
far,
I liked it.
like-
Just
Like, the
Yeah.
animation is, like, it's just like a flip and, like, squish for a lot of things.
Yeah, it's in that
Yeah.
aesthetic, and I feel like not only does that aesthetic really put me at odds against what I'm watching, but the writing is really like. I don't want to be too critical, but I don't like the writing. I feel like it's lazy. It's really lazy. It takes a lot of shortcuts. Like the entire first episode when I watched it was like explaining the world of epithet arrays, and it's just like there's 1,000 ways you could have done this, and you chose to explain it with literally someone telling exactly what the world is, you know. And there's a way you can do it. Like, for example, in My Hero Academia, they literally have that, right? At the very start, they're just like, we have quirks, and people were born with it, and All Might's the best hero. But they were, you know, I don't know. There's like ways to do it. I just don't, you know, I just don't.
I
They did the same thing
I
with
couldn't
Naruto.
get into the world of Epithet. Like, I just couldn't feel like the world building wasn't there for me. Like, I was like, it was kind of like quirks for My Hero, but I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the comedic aspect, I just never laughed at it. It was just like, my power's dumb. And it's like, I can understand why she's saying it like that, but you can just say, hey, my power makes people dumb. Just say it like that.
Yeah.
Why are you saying it like that?
it doesn't make people dumb per se.
It's like-
but the thing is, per se, even that per se, she could have just said it. Instead, she said it in the most annoying way to make everyone misunderstand what it is. You know what I mean? Like my power is dumb, and it's like, that's not what it is. It's not your power.
Then the
It
guy who
dumbs
keeps
down things. Her
repeating.
thing is dumb.
The guy would keep repeating what his thing was, barrier or something. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah, see, in the
barrier.
video, I was just like, my God.
barrier. I was like, okay, you're that trope, but
Wow.
I know. Look,
Okay,
I think we're
okay,
being.
I waited until I could find
Yeah.
a character that I liked, and I liked
Giovanni.
I did. I actually really
Which
liked
Yeah, no,
one's
he's
Giovanni?
he's one of
Is
the
that
only
the-
likable characters.
the fun guy that's like evil.
like the villain that like loves his
I love,
boys.
yeah, I love him. Okay, I really liked his character. I think he was the only character that was really like, oh man, he's
Oh, you know,
precious.
his character's really fun. I really like
Yeah.
his character, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll stick around for you. And then, like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it the same. I guess in a way, this is kind of like an insult because this is probably not what they intended when they made it. But I was like, I liked it the way I like little kid cartoons.
Wow.
I mean,
You
That was
know?
valid. I wish
love that
it
you
was more
say
about
wow.
him. I wish it was more about him and his boys. Like, I
Yeah.
want to see what like adventures they would go on, because like I want to know more about him. Like, he was the only character I really cared about. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean like that, but yeah.
I mean, no, you're allowed to say it. Like, I like
Yeah.
him the best.
It's so
easily.
funny. So
I easily
people
like
are
him
getting
the best.
involved in the comment section. Look, the
Mhm.
only reason I like, it's not me having issue with people who are
This
making
dog is howling.
storytime animated shows.
That would be mine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't have an issue with people making shows. Like, I love Hell of a Boss,
Mhm.
Hazbin Hotel. I love Hell of a Boss way more than Hazbin Hotel.
Hell of a
Yeah.
Boss is really good.
I think they both have their own issue of being over animated. There's movement for no particular purpose and doesn't serve any functional or pragmatic reason. But that's a whole nother issue. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
you know, all the merrier. I know Reagan and Sugar are gonna make their own shows. Go for it. You know what I mean? The issue that I have with Epithet Arrays is not so much of the show. It's because Jello Apocalypse has a huge kind of ego about his own show, and has been like, it has also like criticized the other shows very vehemently and like kind of like brutally, and then he makes a show which suffers from so many of the criticisms that he's made in the past. And it's just like now it's like a weird level of double standard where it's like, well, if you hated that, then why did you do it? You know?
Yeah, a little hypocritical, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's like my
Yeah.
main issue. It is obviously difficult, so I'm not going to sit on my throne and be like, well, I could have done better, because I probably...
Yeah, because
I think
it's cool. He made his own show. He did it. Like, dang. I haven't done that.
absolutely, like, credit to the people who are trying hard, but it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like YouTube and something like Netflix are very different marketable areas, whereas Netflix is like full-on show quality stuff, whereas YouTube people are more drawn to more handmade looking stuff. Like, that's why people follow us, right? It's like because they're invested in us and what we do rather than like big scale things. I don't know, like it's just like the personality like transforming through it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's fun for people to sit down and think of stories you could make, because like after watching all these self-made shows, because I used to be a Newgrounds kid, right? So back then when Newgrounds was a thing, all the amount of stories and original animation that came out was like this, and then there was a huge dip, and now I feel like there's like a little bit of a resurgence where it's like a lot of shows are coming out back to back to back to back. I'm like, oh, I like that. It's like an uptrend, and then that's obviously made me sit down and be like, if I was to make something, what would it be? You know?
What would
Well,
you
I
make?
just finished like
I know.
watching. Has anybody watched Kipo on Netflix?
And the Wonder Beasts?
Yeah, I just finished watching it. I was really enjoying it.
I'm really liking it. I'm on episode 8. I love the like world, and I love the. It's so fun. I love the music that they put in it too. I'm like, ooh,
I
can
know,
vibe
it's
to
a
this.
really interesting direction. Like they've taken some
Yeah.
risks on that, and I was like, I appreciate this.
What's
Yeah,
Kipo?
I'm liking it. It's on Netflix. It's like it's a cartoon about post-apocalyptic whatever that
Yeah.
post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalyptic world. All the humans have been forced underground because of some mutant gene that's taken over animals. So they're like huge now and intelligent, and yeah, everybody's been in hiding, and this girl gets forced out onto the surface again. She's like, oh, that's cool, I've read so much about the surface, and then she actually discovers what the surface is like, and it's pretty harsh. It's pretty cool.
So what if at the end of my My Little Pony, a human crawled out from the dirt and it's like, whoa, there's sentient pony dilemma.
No, I don't like that.
So what if that's like that?
No,
man?
I don't like
then
that.
that same human takes out his jar, and then
You're dealing with
No!
The jar.
Hang on.
No
You're
jar!
You're dealing with a pony nerd here. In the first ever My Little Pony animation, Firefly's Adventure, Megan gets brought from the real dimension into the Ponyland, where she has real horses. Now, it's never confirmed how Firefly feels about looking at these horses and thinking, wow, you are ridden every day in the paddock. That is your
That sounds
life.
like a good animal. Also, Mom is dying.
Amy's like
no.
Amy's like talking all serious about this thing, and Maz is just making Patrick and SpongeBob kiss. And I'm just like,
I'm
what?
watching Maz do this, and I'm just like, you son of a gun. We're talking about serious pony business.
I'll be fine.
Well,
Oh,
This is
no,
sad.
that's sad. Maz reminded me. I wanted the SpongeBob Teddy Fresh stuff, and I couldn't get
Dude,
it.
Time is over.
It's sold
The
out.
SpongeBob Teddy Fresh?
Yeah. it
Yes,
just came
Didn't
out.
you know?
It's a
Well, too late.
collaboration.
It already sold out. It sucked. I wanted it
Big sad.
because it looks so good, man.
It did. I saw all the
I
things in the
didn't even know
aftermath.
they had a thing.
It
Yeah,
literally
it's
sold
out.
out like immediately. It sucks.
Did
Yeah,
anybody
I mean,
ever
that
see
makes
like
sense.
the other SpongeBob movie that was like imposed into real life? Like I didn't see that one.
I thought that was okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was the first movie.
Look at these. Like these are the images.
Oh.
I just realized that would mess up the
Look
stream.
at those. Look at those. Look at those beautiful
Probably-
boys.
Oh, the Teddy
Yeah.
Fresh stuff. It looks so cool.
It's so nice.
I'm gonna see.
My
I'm gonna see.
boy. I missed out.
You missed out on the sponge bubble.
It's
Rachel,
so
that's
Oh,
mood.
whoa, that does look really good.
That's mood.
Rip. I
The
love
thing is,
that.
like-
I love the yellow one.
Dude,
Oh,
I know. I would mess
It's-
it
I have
up.
a story.
Oh, what's up, Rush?
Dude, you know how Lai freaked out about that pony jar?
Yeah.
She didn't know
Stop.
what that was, and we had to
Stop.
explain her what it was. And like a week later, the Oscars came out, and she was like, "I hate this meme." I'm like, "I know." Good time.
Is that the story?
That's it.
Wait, what? That's not a
Okay.
story. That you just.
And I
told
just
the-
Laddie hates it. It's funny.
You just like the
didn't
story
know
was
what it
Laddie
was at
hates
first.
his meme.
She's like, "I hate.
That's-
Now I know this meme now." So every time she sees a jar and like a figurine in it, she's like, "I hate it."
The end. That's a good story.
Yeah.
I want to put SpongeBob and Patrick in a magic jar, and they can.
Oh yeah.
They can just,
Bye bye. Bye. I'm leaving podcast.
like forever quits it.
Yeah, because Maz has a jar.
Maz, you could probably score some Teddy Fresh. I have Teddy Fresh. I bought Teddy Fresh literally because I did TikTok for so long. I was like, I need a Teddy Fresh just to represent.
Wait.
Right,
which
you
one of
know
you
that-
bought like clothes that wasn't Teddy Fresh?
Hang on a sec. Right, me and Mars bought joggers that we thought were Teddy Fresh.
Yeah.
They turned out to not be.
It's like
Yeah.
And then I spoke to Adam, because Adam messaged me as in like something else YT, and he was like, "Oh my god, you got Teddy Fresh joggers," and I was like, "Dude, they're not Teddy Fresh. You've been scammed."
yeah.
And he was like, "No."
Seriously,
It was
it's
like-
Turned his
It looks so
world,
close,
turned his
yeah.
world upside down.
Yo, Rachel, I'll get it for free. I'll try to finesse some TikTok stuff from my TikTok manager. God damn.
have a
That's the most
TikTok manager?
wanted
Yeah.
I've ever.
It's the thing is, like, 'cause
Wow.
I jumped on TikTok really early when it was small as hell, and so the fact that I was like a YouTuber, quote unquote, jumping on TikTok, I immediately got an email there, which was like, "Oh, you want to be like I will make you. We'll give you the tick. We'll give you like all these special benefits." I'm like,
Wow.
"Oh, dope! Hell yeah! Like, why would I not?" And so they did that, and obviously now it's like way bigger, and I've still got that tick and everything. But with my TikTok, there's some weird stuff that happens. Like, there used to be this legendary TikToker. His name was Milk Tea. Literally redefined TikTok. Made the entire he made TikTok associated with Teddy Fresh. He started so many dance trends himself. Like, he was legendary, right?
Just because he was wearing Teddy Fresh, or
Like, he was like one of the starting pioneers of it, right?
Okay.
And
Dang.
so he just quit one day, deleted all his TikToks. But the weirdest thing is, he unfollowed every single person, but he follows only one account, which is mine.
Maz.
Whoa.
And I don't know why.
Dang.
I messaged him. I was
This
like, hey.
entire story was just so Maz could
Good
flex.
flex.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy
flex.
theory, guys. Because I messaged him and I was like, hey mate, thanks for the follow. And he just sent me a thumbs up. I was like, hey, do you mind if I ask why me? And no reply. No reply, just ghosted. And every single video I get comments, why does Milk only follow you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why he does. I genuinely don't.
Everyone in the chat saying weird flex, but okay.
Dude, listen.
I think it's cool though.
Guys, did you know that I have got a TikTok?
Wow, no way.
Doesn't Amy right meow have a TikTok?
Amy has a TikTok.
Oh.
Ooh,
Mom,
scary.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I guess. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting for my
Amy.
mistake.
Amy's
What is that?
TikTok famous.
Amy's Stop.
Mom, stop it. You're making me freaking out,
No.
bro. Yo, Mad Prince. just
Our
joined your
perspective when we're
TikTok.
in the jar.
Amy, tell us more about your TikTok.
Oh man, I do.
Every
dumb-
time Amy
dumb
tries
stuff.
to talk about something, Maz is this weird thing.
Big kick Mom from the cat.
It just happened. My phone fell. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my laptop screen can fall.
There it
Bye.
goes.
No.
Bye, Amy.
I think it's
Nice rice cake.
Amy,
delicious.
but like no, like Amy jumped on TikTok. I think a lot of other people have jumped on TikTok as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
I mean, for me, it's actually like genuinely fulfilling for me because I like doing 15 seconds of really fun animation and then just moving on to the next thing. I hate making 3-week animation long, like 10-minute plus videos. Like, it just really grinds on me without a team behind me. When it's just me, I get really
Yep.
tired of it.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
But the 15-second
valid.
stuff,
Mood.
it's like I can work all out on it, hardcore for like 1, 2, 3 maximum days. It's done, and then I move on to the next thing. And it's like obviously like some of the videos get like instant gratification with people like showing their support for it, but it's not just that. It's just like getting a project out of the way and done is
It's
nice.
like very satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
I find like 3-4 week projects on my own really hard, and this is something like I think I brought up when we were doing the animation panel, and when me and Mars were talking about doing YouTube part-time. It's just like I really struggle with doing like the long-term projects because I just start doubting myself and like reevaluating the script and being like, oh, is this actually good enough? If people could be really gonna enjoy this, like, you know.
But the thing is, do you feel like you're now going to transition out of YouTube into TikTok more so?
I don't. Well, it depends on like the monetary stuff because obviously, like there is a certain like amount of ad revenue from YouTube, which is like what I just posted this YouTube TikTok. Like if my Patreon takes off, and it completely supports my career to the same amount as my freelance career would do if I was working full-time freelance, then that would be amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I would do whatever my audience wanted me to do, whether it's YouTube stuff or TikTok. But it depends on what happens, really.
I think that's fair enough. Yeah.
Because it's like what is your plans for TikTok, Mars? Like, do you have plans to make money out of it, or is it just like as much as I'd love to be in a world where like I make content free and everybody's happy, it doesn't work like that. Like I have to like we were discussing this. Like I have to keep going back to freelance work to fund my YouTube stuff, which is what I really want to be doing, is telling my own stories and making my own little animations and fun stuff. But like it requires a lot of work.
I think that's fair enough. I don't know. TikTok always started off. Rachel, you do deserve more hype. Sorry, you definitely deserve. I'm sorry, Rachel. I feel like, why is everyone screaming?
Why not?
Dida's just uploaded.
I think it's just Rachel and Cole screaming because they're like, ah.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. With TikTok, it always started off for me as a conduit for a lot of my dark humor that I can't let out on my YouTube channel because of demonetization.
Well, like your penis knows one.
I'll be back 1 second.
I don't know, all these like silly.
That's my favorite one.
Just mute yourself, Rush. Don't mess with the setup. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. You know, that's just fun for me. I just uploaded one yesterday about how if you were dating somebody who was born in a leap year, they're technically 5 years old. You know, so I posted one yesterday about that, and it's very weird, very gross, but it's like, welcome to my sense of humor, I guess. You know, I don't know.
That's the fun thing with TikTok, though. Like, I'm able to like play with my super weird side that like I don't take seriously at all. But like some people see it, they're like, "What the heck?"
Exactly.
Yeah, posted this. I'm just like, oh yeah, like don't take it seriously. It's just a joke. Like,
yeah, I feel like I've branded myself enough of a meme that I can kind of get away with doing that. You know what I mean? Like I can kind of get away with TikTok, you know, being a little not serious. Unfortunately, I do feel there's a little bit of me, the business side of me, that's just like, hey, Maz, you've got a fan base on TikTok that is separate from YouTube. You could probably convert some of them to YouTube and grow on YouTube if you focused, make your TikTok more animation based. But I already animate so much. I don't want to animate more on my escape. You know, TikTok's meant to be my escape from animation. I don't want to animate more for TikTok.
For me, TikTok animation is my escape from my regular animation.
Seriously, like honestly, I feel that. I really do. I really feel that. So I don't know. Same thing with Instagram. I find that I have to force myself to make Instagram comics, whereas I upload Instagram photos like of myself really easily. And it's the business side going. I have to draw or else it won't grow. But then the natural side's like I just want to make food and make Instagram stories of me cooking. That's it.
If you change I should to I could, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Because then you feel like, oh well, I could do that, rather than oh yeah, I have to. I should be doing this. I should be doing A, B, C. Could do it. You don't have to, but you could.
I don't know. I just feel like I have to. It's because it's all about like the time limit, right? I've got the time limit. If I don't succeed by a certain amount of time, that's it. YouTube's done, you know. And so it's just
I feel that.
Rush, we doing a T-pose then?
Yeah, he just went like this.
Yeah,
Rush,
I'll do it. I'll do
There
the
was
Carson
just grabbing
move.
a plushie.
We're just like
Going after my plan.
glitching
What I
out.
missed? Did I miss anything cool, epic?
Oh, we were talking about you, like how smelly you are.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, bruh.
You smelly boy.
Rush.
Dude, Grandma was
Smell
like, "Yo,
like
you going to get
success.
food?" And I'm just like, "Not for another hour or so." She's like, "Damn." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, Grandma. I know."
TikTok's
Right, I've
dumb.
been
Just
eating these
do what
rice
you
cakes
want.
in front of my laptop. There are so many crumbs, like in front of my computer.
Yeah. Look, I think for TikTok, I'm just gonna
I'm
do what I
ashamed.
want, Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, do what you want.
Do what you
Do
want, man.
with your body.
Like if I make a new video and there's a funny bit in it that I can convert into a TikTok, I'll obviously do that. But I'll probably just make silly skits that I get ideas from. You know, and that's all. It takes like 30 minutes to do, so it's not that long.
Yeah.
I understand like the break, like mini animations as a break from like the whole YouTube animations thing. Because at first, like I thought, oh, maybe I just don't like animating. Man, that sucks. But then like I've got all these like homework assignments that are like they're literally short, like 2 to 3 second things, and like I work on them and like wow, I'm really enjoying this. I think it's just the pressure of all the like, oh, it's YouTube. Are people gonna like this? Yeah. So I'm just, I feel that.
It's just nice to be done with things. It's like you committing yourself to something and then it's done. It's like writing an email. Like you can dread it as much as you want, but when it's done, it's done. But like when you're working on like a 3-week animation, it's like that doesn't go away for so long. It's like
and then you have to start. You have to start it all over again.
And then you start questioning yourself whether the script is good enough, whether the scene could be better and stuff. It's just like, oh, this is such a drag. Like, obviously, if you had a whole team of people, you'd have people concepting, you'd have people doing the illustrations, you'd have people doing the in-between animation or whatever. Like, you'd have a whole team of people, but it just doesn't work like that for us. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's just like, it's to a point now where it makes so much money where it's just like I need to work. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a job now, and so I don't like
which is why I love the TikTok stuff, because
yeah.
even though it doesn't earn me any money, like I am so motivated to make stuff that takes 15 seconds that I could think like, oh, I'm actually really, really proud of this, because like I know I can put like maximum effort into 15 seconds.
Yeah,
as opposed to like going 100% or 110% consistently over 3 weeks or 4 weeks for a 10-minute plus video.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't do it. It will just burn you out and destroy you.
I really like ice cream sandwiches. Really funny thing.
He did send you a video yesterday.
Yeah, I was like talking about the small ones he posts on Twitter here and there.
Yeah, those are so good.
He posted on TikTok now. Yeah, he posted on TikTok.
Oh yeah, good. That's smart. That's good.
Y'all should get on the TikTok game, guys. Like seriously.
Good. Yeah,
it's fun. It is just fun.
It really is.
I didn't expect to get a single follower, and now I'm like at the position where like they're overtaking my YouTube followers, and I'm just like, well, how did this happen? Like I didn't expect this at all.
YouTube's-
TikTok intimidates me.
It's fun. Seriously, treat it like garbage because that's what I do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm like,
Dude,
I don't know. That's why I haven't started, because I've considered it. I made like one TikTok, but like I was like, man, there's so many really funny people on TikTok. I'm just gonna whatever, bye.
It's like mine. It's still dominated by cats.
Yeah. Yours are great though, Amy. Little animated boys. And then Maz is like really funny just naturally. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I'll just do whatever.
Laddie, you're so like I feel like you're underestimating your own appeal. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you've amassed such a huge fan base just by your personality alone. I feel like you could be one of those TikTokers in which you could literally stand in front of a camera and be like, "So what's up, guys? It's me."
Absolutely, like
just,
Laddie, like the
blow
amount
up.
of people that came up to you in the US, like queue and stuff. Like everybody knew who you were because of your personality and stuff. Like you have such a strong personality, you could definitely take that forward onto TikTok if you wanted to.
Thanks.
And you're very funny. I think you're very funny.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
There's a lot of TikTokers who are just based solely on their personality like that, you know, and I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
It's weirdly enough because I feel like my personality is not good enough for that, so I always make skits and comedy to circumvent that. But one of the TikToks that have performed better, surprisingly, is one where I'm just like, "Hey yo guys, guess who's in London but is tired? I wanna die." And so that did well. I was like, "Oh, what the heck? That's a random throwaway that I did is performing better than some of my own skits." Okay, sure.
Well, like, you're super charming, Maz. So, like, I feel like you can make anything and everyone be like, "Oh, that's Maz. He's great."
Wait until you saw the TikTok I just made yesterday, okay? Then you're gonna take that right back.
Never mind, I take it back.
It involves a jar. It's crazy,
I
laddie.
revoke
Like,
your charming card.
it's just a TikTok of a jar, and I just slowly descend of something in it, and just for laddie.
No.
And then at the very end, I just
want
go,
it.
"Oh, stinky." You know, that's it.
Oh,
That's
oh.
Oh, no.
So
That'd be
dumb.
That's not about it.
Never mind. Never mind, Maz. I'm unfollowing you on TikTok.
Can we talk about how Maz pours milk before cereal? But actually, I was gonna make an Instagram comic right now and post it today about. I watched like a weird video yesterday, which was like if guys were on Yelp. And I felt that video wasn't really that funny, to be honest. I feel like they had a good premise, but they didn't execute because it was
If
just too
guys
much.
were on Yelp, like rating people.
Yeah, rating
guys.
people, and I was just like simplify that, make it into like if Tinder had ratings for guys, and I was gonna make one where it's like, you know, Jonathan likes fishing, likes mayonnaise sandwiches, and it's like Greg likes reading newspapers and long walks on the beach, and it's like Ted likes teddies, you know, I don't care. And then like it cuts to me with like eyes rolled back, levitating. Maz 1 star, like pours milk before cereal, warms milk before cereal, literally consumes mayonnaise
Generally
as is.
a freak of nature.
Yeah. And like
Slurps mayonnaise.
genuinely has no eyes in real life. Who is he? What is he? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like 50 things. And I was like, all right, I wanna make that into a comic, you know.
100% would not
like,
match again.
Please, Maz,
Yeah.
one of these days for me, just empty out a mayo jar, find vanilla pudding, fill the mayo jar with the pudding, and just eat it. But don't tell anyone that you did it. Just eat it.
What I was gonna do for 1 million subscribers was get a kiddie pool and grab like a bag of sprinkles, and then throw the sprinkles away and get a jumbo mayo jar and start splattering it all over the kiddie pool, and then take my.
Oh my
clothes
god,
off.
can you imagine
and
if you
slap it.
like filled a proper life size
Yeah.
pool with mayo and like try to
Oh,
walk on it like Jesus?
I would love that. Just
Yeah,
a sad
I
it
don't
would
know if
make.
you ever had like Brainiac, but like we had a series called Brainiac in the UK where they did a science experiment and they filmed a pool with custard and they could actually walk on it.
Oh,
Like
yuck.
they could walk on it. Like, but if they stood still, they'd start to sink. So I wonder if that would happen with mayo too. Like we need to do this experiment and it needs to be real.
Maz takes one step and instantly sinks.
Yeah, seriously. No, I take one step and I start levitating further. I start like mayo bending. I'm like, you fool.
Wow, not even impacting the mayo.
Molded by the mayo.
I'm like the avatar. My avatar arrow starts like, I'm like, oh god. Guys, if I was to ever make a series, I want to make
like
one of the characters just wear a bathrobe and that's it. It's just like a bathrobe.
What
Do
about
it.
the
Lame outfit.
hang on, Mars, like the fifth element, mayo bender.
Mayo bending, all right? Even the
She's
avatar.
got point.
Yeah, seriously.
Mayonnaise is its own element.
People think I'm gonna like attack them. I just like start like really enchanting mayo bending and start guzzling down my throat. You know what I mean? Just like
they surrender so you can stop guzzling down the mayonnaise.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
It's like a
Please,
warp.
okay.
I'm like the new generation of X-Men. It's like, you know, what can he do? He can eat mayonnaise. Oh, that doesn't sound. Just like guzzling. Oh God, make it stop! Make it stop! Oh my God!
That reminds me
Going!
of these videos on. That reminds me of these videos on YouTube where this guy will pick fights with people and then he'll just like take his pants off and he'll just be like in his underwear running at them.
I love that.
And they're like, oh God.
Yeah, it's like there was a context, and then now you're naked, and now the context changed. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So if you get a big fight, just go naked and they'll run away. And they're like, they don't want to fight a naked guy.
Hey, did you just look at my girl? Yeah, I did. Okay. Scrap up. All right, I'll scrap up. It's like whoa. Wait.
Wasn't there an old like Vine channel where a guy would always have like eggs coming out of his mouth?
Oh yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It was like one of the first few ones. I think was it eggs or was it like oranges? He would be like,
oh yeah,
oh.
It would just be constantly like
lemons.
There'd be like any.
Yeah.
The video would be about anything, and then suddenly it would be just like him like throwing up like lemon.
Yeah. I respect that guy. He's a lot of chins. I love that guy.
You can't do that with mayonnaise, though. Then you're just like projectile vomiting a glob of mayonnaise every 2 seconds.
That is
I mean,
somehow.
as a kid, like I couldn't eat any sandwiches with mayonnaise in it because like the texture just made me want to vom. And now I'm okay with it. But like, if you push it that far, like I might vom again.
Yeah, mayonnaise is good, like, in moderation. Like, I'll spread mayonnaise on, like, my ham and cheese, like, on the bread, just, like, a thin layer of it, and it's, like, it adds a little bit of a...
like you would do with butter. Like, it just adds a little bit of an element, but if it's, like...
Big globs of it, it's, like...
like, eating it out of a jar.
The thing is, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that I actually don't like mayo that much.
No, he loves it.
Like I'm mayo proof. I'm against mayo. Like this.
Exactly.
I'm like against it, and yet people are like, "Yo, Maz, I bought a bottle of mayo for you." When they meet me, I'm like, "No, please."
Well,
yes, please consume my mayo.
That
bloody.
Whoa.
Okay.
Get that creamy mayo.
I have a jar of mayonnaise if you're interested. Ignore the figurine in the middle.
Yo, Maz, you got some donations?
That's the jar! That's Maz's jar!
Maz's jar
Maz
is the mayo
doesn't
jar.
empty out the jar. He just shoves a figurine of himself right in the mayonnaise.
Yum. Don't eat him. No.
No, SpongeBob. What did he do to deserve this?
SpongeBob.
Buzz was very kind to let me use like half of his booth to do a meet and greet. But whilst I was there, I noticed that he had some very kindly donated mayo sachets, like all across the desk.
Yeah.
Sachet.
People gave me mayo, and I was like, I don't know what to do with these.
Sell them again.
Yeah,
sell
Is
them.
that like sign
I
them,
swim in all your mayonnaise, and then you just
Yo, SpongeBob, you wanna be bored?
No, I think we should end this.
oh my god.
I ended up bored.
Yeah. Wait, Maz. All right, Maz. Listen.
What's up?
Listen. We got 2 donations. Kitty Kai Doodle gave us $2 and said, "Here's money to make Maz stop inhaling mayo."
Okay, thank
well,
Thank
here's
you.
the cat ears to
Can
stop
I pay
my
$50
price.
to make Maz eat mayo right now?
Oh. You can
Right
outbid that person.
now.
Nice.
You heard it first, guys. Donate $50 and Maz will eat a whole. No, just kidding.
Baby
Yeah, if
food
you
on your bed
donate, the
for
next
$20.
person to donate $100, Maz will eat a whole jar of mayo on this.
Oh,
Huh?
wow.
What?
I didn't agree to
Not
this.
me, Maz. It's not me.
You try.
I didn't agree to this at all.
Yes,
We
you
agree
did.
for you. It's for the
Very
podcast.
good.
Maz. You gotta
We
do it.
decide for
All
Maz.
around
Yeah,
me
remember
are
Maz about the
familiar
baby food on my head? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that,
Turn on
Maz.
the
Maybe you
light.
should pay
Don't
that
test
back.
me, Rachel.
have
You
to
and
remember
only
your
you
business
have.
partners have
Rachel,
the
don't
best
spend
interest at
$100 for that. I'll just do it.
Oh
don't do it,
no!
Rachel.
Don't.
Rachel, not you.
Nobody do that. Gross.
Nobody wants-
Okay. What if I go on Maz's Cameo and then I do it there?
Make like
There you
5
go.
cameos.
Each one is just Maz progressively eating more of the mayonnaise and crying.
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Laddie's
Oh,
purple
no.
now. You're purple.
Oh, she's purple now.
purple. A purple.
Yeah, you
I
turn
needed.
lights on.
It was too dark. It was hurting my eyes.
Here,
Ha
dabba-dee-dabba-da.
You wanna be
Wait.
bored?
No. Also, Maz, listen.
What's up?
We got the other donation that we get to read by Fiddle Skittle, and it said, "To be honest, is the Seal plush and Laddie's plush secretly best buddies?" Laddie, is your
Yes.
plush a lion? Is your plush
Yeah,
a
he
lion
is.
plushie?
He's a lion boy.
Mine's
He's
better,
a boy.
Laddie. How dare you?
Yeah, yours is better, but you know what? Mine is my boy.
No.
So
You
They're
have no
supposed
arms.
to be friends.
You're
know what?
both me and Laddie are enemies.
oh yeah. They're not friends. They're enemies.
Guys, I've got a
Why are we
plushie as
pitting
well.
kings against
And I have
each other?
tennis
I have a
balls.
plushie that fits in as well. Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Captain Time.
No,
Okay, guys, show me your plushies.
Damn it,
Show me your
shooter!
plushies. Hands up!
Bay plushie.
Hands up! My bullets fell out. Hold on, guys. Give me a second.
All right, shoot him.
Okay. All right.
Get him.
I
Come up.
gotta turn off the light. I'm not feeling the light.
Wait, let me see if I can hit
With
my
my knife.
phone.
You're dead, Maz.
I hit my own phone. I'm sorry.
Yo, we got $20, bro.
What?
We got 20 until Laddie's back. I can tell her.
Yo, 2 is closer.
Yo,
Laddie.
Laddie, we just got $20, bro.
Laddie, look, it's the mug that I bought from Goodwill.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I love it.
It's one of my
At the Goodwill when we went.
Uh-huh.
Aw,
It made
we
it
need to go
backstage
back.
My,
We need to
my,
go back.
my Disney one didn't make it, so it's currently a pen
Oh.
pot. It's got like a massive crack down the side from
Oh,
like
no.
being transported. It's really annoying because it's so cool.
Yeah,
With
Merlin
space
2
designs
videos.
on it.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, Merlin is sexy. He gave us $20, bro. He's so sexy.
Wow.
Dude,
Happy
thank you.
birthday to Merlin.
That is not, it's not his
Happy
birthday, Maz.
birthday. Oh,
It's not.
you don't know
Maz is
that. It
lying.
could be his
Maz-
birthday.
It could be, but Maz is lying, I think.
Happy
What?
Happy birthday to Merlin. Happy birthday to Merlin.
I
Merlin.
love that song.
Merlin's
And now
a
you're
great
copyrighted.
name.
No word
Oh,
loud
snap.
on this Christian channel. You're right. Sorry, Mad Princess.
Wait,
call him
vor
princess.
isn't allowed?
No, apparently.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
on.
always.
could cough it
SpongeBob
up.
comes
Blech.
back like,
He's back.
guys, he's alive.
Whoa, look at all these sexy donos.
Yo,
Don't
Tiger Blade
know.
will shoot you, Maz. Watch out.
Oh no.
Oh
please don't shoot me.
no. Okay.
Ah, ah, ah,
Think about it.
ah, I'm so innocent.
Get him out of here. Get out of here,
Wow, what a
E-boy.
liar.
My brother's been doing that. I don't know if he's doing it as a meme or he's doing it for real. So it's confusing me.
You're so hot. You say you have cancer? Don't leave without me.
Oh no.
You're too hot
That's so
to
bad.
die.
I might be leaving sooner now.
Wait, you said you were Minecraft bred? Cause I'm like back into you, bro. Just like it makes me sad.
Speaking of Minecraft, no.
She's addicted still. She's still addicted,
Are
guys.
you
Run.
are you are you playing
Still? Yeah?
on the Way server?
No, the
Oh,
round,
sorry.
the
Rush's
round
realm
been
is
gone
dead.
for like a month.
No, sorry, PB
Yeah.
PB server. Sorry, PB server.
There was a way
It's
room?
Rebecca's server.
Oh yeah,
you're
Rebecca's.
perfect.
I was just I thought it was like a whole PB one.
No, I was playing Skyblock with Ivy, and then it got duty, so we're not playing it anymore.
Oh.
They're making us wait 30 hours to plant a tree. Stupid.
Chase.
I hate that.
How
You
do
know
it
what
go,
I could
McNamee?
do in 30 hours? Absolutely nothing. But I still want to savor my time.
We stand.
You can play
We're
We're
RuneScape.
staying.
Play RuneScape if you want.
He's
Oh my
addicted to that
god,
too, now he's
yes.
I never got to play Minecraft with my Way Squad. I'm so sad.
Yes, you wait a minute. Yes, you have. We did.
I got to
Wait a
play with
minute.
you and
We all
Laddie, and then
played.
Moss joined for like a second.
What?
Yeah.
I did it. We did the entire adventure of going to the Guardian place.
Yeah.
was-
Well, no, she wasn't there for that yet.
No.
That was before. I was
I
after.
like that
No,
Moss
you
is
really
remembering
do.
things that I'm just not a part of at all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, no. Wait, the Guardian place was
It's like
part one.
separate memory bank to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, part
We were
two.
in the
Moss,
desert,
the
and then
one time you and I played,
Fixing the
you
Nether.
just showed, you
Yeah, we fixed
flexed
another.
your house on me and Laddie, and you moved all your stuff. That was
Oh
all.
yeah. That was the last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yo, I
We
don't
all need
know.
to play. We need to like do
Maybe-
something together.
I never
went
got
for
into
an-
Minecraft for a reason because I was super addicted to Neopets, super addicted to Roller Coaster Tycoon, super addicted to RuneScape, and I just thought, you know what, I'm
you-
not gonna get into Minecraft because it'll be my life.
It's funny
said
you mentioned
RuneScape.
that because
She said RuneScape.
I just got Planet Zoo, which is like Zoo Tycoon's successor, and man, that game is fun. That is a fun
So
game.
interesting thing, Frontier Games, who made the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, I think the company got bought out
Yes.
by either Atari or something along those lines, something very corporate. But the people who originally made Roller Coaster Tycoon made Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. And it's just like, I am so proud of you guys for making something that's like all the good stuff of the original games, but like fit for this generation, you know?
It's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
PJ.
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 Guys, I'd like to welcome PJ Plays Minecraft onto this channel. Yo, Voice Chat Podcast featuring PJ Plays.
The meme lives on.
I mean, it's a very pretty sunset. Oh, wait,
Thank
it's
you.
not anymore.
Dude, I
It's a
just want,
sunrise,
Oh, there we
I
are.
think.
Dude.
I want a Minecraft server for VOICE CHAT Podcast.
Yeah, but it has to. The Patreon goal hasn't hit it yet. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, it hasn't reached it yet.
Only
Hit the
once we
Patreon goal,
hit-
guys.
Only
You guys
once
don't
we
wanna be
hit.
a thing.
What do you call it? Well, how much was it? 300, 250, something like that.
I
it's
think
a
it's
300
like
threshold.
300. Yeah.
Once we hit that, so head on over to our Patreon and become a channel member if you're.
We
don't
could
know.
start a server.
If
You
you're-
could play
Yeah.
Minecraft with the boys.
Explore the new nether and poke some bees.
Yeah, but also we're gonna wrap up the stream soon, and once
Yeah.
we wrap it up, we're gonna go into our private Patreon/channel member exclusive server, and then we're gonna hang out with people there.
Yeah, we'll chat with you
Yay.
guys for like a good while and hang out. Maybe watch PJ blow up some shit.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, we are right now.
I killed the
Yeah, wow.
PJ, don't end it.
We'll
PJ,
hold
no.
Find out next episode. Oh, wait, never mind.
Find out next episode.
I enjoyed
Adam, who did that?
And he left.
Adam X.
Adam X, you better run. That's what I thought.
I'm being creative. I can't end it. Guy? Guy, why are you in the game? I think they're watching. They know I'm here.
They know. Oh, they know.
They know.
Guys, we're gonna wrap up the stream now. Thank you so much for coming along for this streamed episode of the Voice Chat Podcast number 2. All right?
Fun.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And I hope I get to
Very
war SpongeBob in the future one more time. All right.
Hell yeah.
No, I hope
Alright.
it never happens.
All right. Thanks, Laddie, for joining me.
Alright,
For the,
yeah.
Laddie volunteers for the next boring, but thank you. Thank you.
No.
Laddie.
Tune in next time. time to see me bore SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, guys, we take turns, and then I'm gonna bore Laddie, who's bored SpongeBob. Okay, so it's gonna be. I'm getting bored. Okay, all right. All right, latest guys.
Bye.
And logging off now.